Welcome to the Socialist Experiment.
More than content, an experience.
I'm your host, Ethan Smart. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes. All proceeds and donations from this channel go to One Life Charity, a non-profit organization dedicated to transitioning society to a planned economy focused on education and social goals. Episode 5, Intro to Capitalism. The topics of discussion are: how is capitalism defined? What is the history of capitalism? Who are the fathers of capitalism? What effects has capitalism had on society? If you support transitioning to a planned economy, please subscribe, smash that like button, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment. Your interactions help grow the channel. This episode is brought to you by One Life Charity. One life, make the most of it. To learn more about our mission, please visit our website at www.onelife.charity. Together, we can build a better society. Okay, let's get started. Chapter 1, How is capitalism defined? Capitalism is a socio-economic system characterized by private ownership of the means of production and distribution of goods and services based on supply and demand, competition, and the pursuit of profit. In a capitalist system, individuals and businesses can engage in economic activities with limited government intervention. Capitalism has been praised for its ability to promote innovation, efficiency, and economic growth, but it has also faced criticism for fostering inequality and exploitation. Chapter 2, What is the history of capitalism? Capitalism evolved from feudalism, which is a socio-economic system that was prevalent in medieval Europe. Feudalism is a hierarchical structure where nobility owns the land, and peasants work the land in exchange for protection and a portion of the produce. As societies developed and trade increased, the feudal system began to give way to capitalism, a system based on private ownership of the means of production and the pursuit of profit. In essence, farmers and peasants grew weary of being under the control of lords and sought ownership of their agricultural produce to trade for personal gain. This transition marked a significant turning point in history, reshaping social structures and economic systems. The advancements in agriculture led to increased productivity and efficiency, paving the way for a more interconnected global economy. The age of exploration expanded horizons, connecting distant lands and cultures in unprecedented ways. As capitalism gained momentum, traditional feudal hierarchies began to give way to a more dynamic and competitive marketplace. This shift not only transformed the way societies functioned, but also laid the groundwork for the modern world we live in today. Chapter 3, Who are the fathers of capitalism? The fathers of capitalism are often credited with laying the foundation for modern economic systems and practices. Adam Smith, a Scottish economist and philosopher known as the father of capitalism, outlined the principles of free markets and the invisible hand in his seminal work, The Wealth of Nations, published in 1776. His ideas on competition, self-interest, and the division of labor have had a profound impact on how economies function around the world. Another key figure in the development of capitalism is David Ricardo, a British political economist whose theory of comparative advantage revolutionized international trade. Ricardo's insights into specialization and trade between countries have shaped global economic policies and agreements for centuries. Overall, the fathers of capitalism have left a lasting legacy that continues to influence economic thought and practice to this day. Their contributions have sparked debates, inspired innovations, and driven progress in the world of business and finance. Chapter 4, What effects has capitalism had on society? Capitalism, as an economic system, emerged from a historical context marked by a predatory phase of human existence. It evolved as societies transitioned from feudalism to industrialization, emphasizing private ownership of the means of production and the pursuit of profit, and has had both positive and negative effects on society.
Positives.
On the positive side, capitalism has driven innovation, competition, and economic growth, leading to higher standards of living for many people.
Innovation.
During the age of feudalism, innovations in agriculture were not pursued because the social structure heavily favored the nobility, who controlled most of the land and resources. Peasants and serfs, who made up the majority of the population, had little incentive or means to invest in new farming techniques or technologies. As a result, agricultural practices remained traditional and inefficient, relying on manual labor and outdated methods. This lack of progress in agriculture contributed to widespread poverty and limited economic growth during that time. It wasn't until the decline of feudalism and the rise of capitalism that a renewed interest in innovation and technology began to reshape the agricultural landscape.
Competition.
Competition fosters innovation and drives businesses to constantly improve their products and services to stay ahead of their competitors. By encouraging healthy competition, capitalism promotes efficiency and creativity, ultimately benefiting consumers with better quality goods and services at competitive prices. Additionally, competition can also lead to lower prices, increased choices, and overall economic growth as companies strive to attract customers and expand their market share. Embracing competition in a capitalist system can spur progress and development in various industries, creating a dynamic and vibrant economy that thrives on innovation and customer satisfaction.
Economic growth.
Economic growth leads to increased job opportunities, higher standards of living, and overall prosperity for individuals and communities. When an economy is growing, businesses are thriving, which means they can hire more employees and contribute to reducing unemployment rates. This provides people with the chance to secure stable income, support their families, and invest in their futures. Moreover, economic growth often leads to technological advancements and innovation. As companies strive to stay competitive in a growing economy, they are more inclined to invest in research and development, which can result in the creation of new products and services that improve our quality of life. Innovation can also lead to more sustainable practices that benefit the environment and future generations. Additionally, economic growth can provide governments with more resources to invest in public services, such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure. This can lead to a healthier, more educated population and a better quality of life for all members of society. Ultimately, economic growth can be a force for good when managed responsibly and with consideration for its long-term impact on both people and the planet. On the negative side, capitalism leads to income inequality, social tensions, exploitation of natural resources, and government corruption.
Inequality.
Capitalism can contribute to income inequality in several ways. One of the main factors is the unequal distribution of wealth and resources. In a capitalist system, those who own businesses or hold significant amounts of capital have the potential to accumulate more wealth, while those who rely on wages may struggle to keep up. This disparity can lead to widening income gaps between the rich and the poor. Additionally, the competitive nature of capitalism can create winners and losers. Some individuals or companies may thrive and amass significant wealth, while others may struggle to compete and fall behind. This can further exacerbate income inequality as those at the top continue to accumulate more wealth, widening the gap between them and those at the bottom.
Social tensions.
Social tensions from capitalism arise from the unequal distribution of wealth and resources, leading to disparities in opportunities and living conditions among different social groups. This can create feelings of resentment, injustice, and alienation, as individuals or communities may feel marginalized or disadvantaged in a system that prioritizes profit and economic growth over social well-being.
Exploitation.
Capitalism, as an economic system that focuses on private ownership and the pursuit of profit, can often lead to the exploitation of natural resources in various ways. One key factor is the relentless drive for economic growth and profit maximization, which can incentivize businesses to extract resources at unsustainable rates without proper consideration for long-term consequences. Additionally, the competitive nature of capitalism can result in companies cutting corners on environmental regulations to reduce costs and increase profits, leading to harmful consequences for the environment. This can manifest in practices such as deforestation, overfishing, and pollution of air and water sources. Furthermore, the emphasis on consumerism in capitalist societies can fuel excessive resource extraction to meet demand for goods and services, further straining natural resources.
Government corruption.
The pursuit of profit and wealth in a competitive market can incentivize individuals or businesses to engage in unethical practices to gain an advantage. This can include bribery, fraud, exploitation of labor, tax evasion, and other forms of corruption. Additionally, the concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a few can contribute to corruption by allowing those individuals to influence policies and regulations in their favor, leading to unfair advantages and opportunities for abuse. In conclusion, 1. Capitalism is a socio-economic system with private ownership based on supply and demand, competition, and profit. 2. Capitalism evolved from feudalism. 3. Farmers sought ownership of produce, leading to increased productivity and global trade. 4. Capitalism reshaped social structures and economies, fostering a dynamic marketplace. 5. Adam Smith is known as the father of capitalism for his work on free markets and the invisible hand. David Ricardo revolutionized international trade with the theory of comparative advantage. 6. On the positive side, capitalism drives innovation, competition, and economic growth. On the negative side, it leads to income inequality, social tensions, exploitation of natural resources, and government corruption. Thank you for watching this video and supporting the channel. Together, we can build the foundation for something great, and we would like you to be a part of our growing community. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, become a member, and join us on social media. Let's start the transition of society. Start your journey, one life, make the most of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.